Financial independence and early retirement are increasingly popular goals for many young people. The urge to leave the workforce could be motivated by a variety of factors. Perhaps it's because business pensions and job stability are no longer available, or perhaps working 40 hours or more each week isn't as appealing when there are other possibilities. While it may not consist of staying at home all day knitting, reading, and watching TV, early retirement simply indicates that a person has reached a point of financial independence where they no longer need to work. This enables them to concentrate on more fun pursuits. This could include turning a hobby into a side business, working a more enjoyable job a few days a week, or engaging in other fulfilling activities. Although retiring early is astonishing, like the sun, it is feasible to do so without ever earning a high wage or receiving a large monetary windfall. Welcome to Cashflow Canvas, where we teach lessons about investment and money-saving techniques. If you want to make your financial future better, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for the latest updates. You'll need to calculate your annual expenses to devise a strategy for early retirement. This will help you calculate how much money you'll need to invest to earn a sufficient income. Add up main expenses like housing, transportation, food, insurance, bearing in mind that health insurance costs climb as you get older, clothing, and smaller things like hobbies and entertainment. For example, if you have $50,000 in annual costs, you will need around $1 million to retire. If your annual expenses are $100,000, you will need around $2.5 million to retire. This is predicated on a 4% withdrawal rate deemed sustainable by the Trinity Research, a market analysis conducted by Trinity University professors. Your investments will theoretically last forever if you withdraw at this rate. In other words, your portfolio should contain around 25 times your annual expenses. It's also vital to consider how much income tax you'll have to pay. Spending less is the quickest way to reach financial independence. If you don't have a big salary, people like Mr. Money Mustache have shown that it is feasible to survive on a very modest income if spending is closely handled. With housing prices being the main expense in most people's budgets, this is an excellent place to save money. Depending on your tastes, you have several alternatives. When purchasing a property, do not spend more than you can afford. Purchase something smaller and less expensive, which will likely have cheaper utilities and maintenance expenditures as well as lower property taxes. Consider purchasing a duplex and living in one side while renting out the other. That rental revenue might cover the majority or all of your mortgage payments while also covering other expenses. Look for a reasonably priced fixer-upper where value can be quickly increased with new paint, flooring, bathrooms, and landscaping. If your market is conducive to vacation rentals, rent out extra rooms to friends and family or offer the space on Airbnb. Drive dependable, low-cost, fuel-efficient automobiles. Reduce your driving time and consolidate excursions. The cost of driving is frequently overestimated. However, the IRS estimates that the cost per mile in 2019 was 58 cents. When possible, employ free modes of transportation. Cycling and walking are excellent forms of exercise and transportation. If public transit is available, take advantage of it. Instead of eating out every day, bring your lunch to work. Cancel membership services that don't add value, and avoid spending money on a new phone every year. These things may appear to make your life exceedingly monotonous, but it is acceptable to indulge once in a while within reason. If you get a $2,000 bonus at work, you might feel entitled to spend it all on a beach trip, but it's more sensible to set aside $500 for travel and invest the rest. Sums like this appear to be a lot of money, yet they can easily be squandered if not properly managed and noticed. This habit will enable you to make more informed selections. Reduced spending will help you save more money for the future while also lowering the amount required to achieve financial freedom. The most critical step toward reaching your financial goals is to increase your savings. This is usually the result of a mix of increased income and decreased expenses. Many people are intimidated by the amount of money required to accomplish their retirement goals. To retire on $50,000 each year, you'll need about $1 million. It appears to be a large sum of money to have invested, but when broken down to determine what needs to be saved, it becomes more manageable. To attain such goals, a 25-year-old with no savings who wants to retire at 50 would need to invest around $14,000 every year. This may appear to be a lot for those unaccustomed to living on less than they make, but it gets easier with practice. To put this in context, an extra $14,000 per year can be obtained by working 22 hours per week at an entry-level job. When earning an average salary and keeping spending under control, saving this much money is reasonable, especially with our greatest budget items. Increasing your investment returns is another approach to accelerate your financial independence. This is possible in the stock market, but it is more typical in real estate. Real estate investing requires a significant amount of effort, but it is still considered passive income, even if it is not as simple as stock investing. If you don't believe you'll enjoy working with tenants, consider if it's worth it to accelerate your retirement. Rental homes may also provide superior returns after retirement. In the duplex example, instead of withdrawing 4% of your stock assets, you can spend the entire cash flow amount. Every month, you would have $500 in free cash flow, which is 12% of your initial investment. As the mortgage is paid off, the cash flow will improve. Because the underlying worth of the property will always remain, it is safe to spend all of the cash flow after planning for maintenance and other expenses. There's no need to be concerned about depleting the principal. Extensive market information is required to make an informed decision on a profitable rental property, but real estate investing may be simple with the help of a competent team of professionals. It is also feasible to boost your returns by purchasing particular stocks, ETFs, and employing higher potential investing tactics. While equities are significantly riskier than index funds and ETFs, they can produce excellent profits. Don't risk your entire life savings on a single risky investment, and don't blindly follow that hot stock recommendation. Though many investors purchase funds or sectors that they believe are inexpensive or likely to do well, a section of your portfolio may be well suited for this type of investing with some adequate due diligence in risk-return evaluation. Preparing to retire early is not a difficult task. You'll get better at delaying gratification over time, but you'll always need the discipline to leave your investments alone so they can multiply. You can reach your goals by increasing your savings amounts by increasing your income when possible and keeping your costs reasonably modest. Some sacrifices will be required, such as driving an older automobile for longer than you would want or vacationing on a budget. However, if you invest more money now, you will have exponentially more money in the future. Combine these practices with strategies for increasing investment returns, and you can find yourself ahead of schedule. It's critical to examine your objectives so you can find a happy medium. This way, you can have fun while still working for financial freedom. As we conclude, I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you found value in this video and learned something new, and I look forward to seeing you in our future videos. I would deeply value it if you could like this video and subscribe to our channel. Your support will help us to create more valuable content, and we can work together to secure your financial future. What are the key takeaways from this video that you can share in the comment section?